Interesting. There it is.
Woo!
Okay.
Let's see. Alright, so they have black pants. White boots, though.
Mm-hmm.
These boots are made for walking. I guess they're made for flying. And that's just what they'll do.
Why not both?
Mm-hmm. Don't call me Shirley. Who are you guys? Bread ass sup. Lucky bat ooh ooh. Kick the bandit. Disliked and hating flangers?
Flanges?
Flanges? Wiggle spits. Howdy do.
Howdy do. Howdy, partner. I'm wearing a cowboy hat right now.
Yeah. Michael spits. Ooh, what won the vote? Huh?
I don't know yet. We'll give it a... I mean, I guess we'll know once the scout troopers are done.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get some of these parts dark enough yesterday. I can get a little darker.
Mm-hmm. Andy Crimson. Oh, hi, everyone.
Hi! Don't come in, Shirley. Jay, look up Kashyyyk Scout Trooper. I know about the Kashyyyk Troopers.
Look it up.
Is a Kashyyyk Scout Trooper a different thing? Because I know all about the bark troopers and like clone Scout Troopers that were stationed on Kashyyyk. I've even seen the concept art for more different armor designs from the making of Star Wars Episode 3. Don't speak the deep lore to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
That's my motto.
Craig
Greg Jones. I was just watching your airbrush and 9 must-have products video. Amazing.
Oh,
did you
9.
leave a mean comment?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't. Michael Spitz, Nick, was your swamp collar shaman a huge pain in the ass to build? You know, I've read a bunch of stuff about people saying it was really hard to build. I don't remember. I just built it.
Well, it sounds like it wasn't that bad if you don't remember it sucking.
Yeah. I don't remember it being bad. But I read about how, and I think Goober said in his video that it sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it being bad.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I think the only 40k kit I remember really being not fun was Gene Stealer Cult, and that's just because it's really old and has terrible, terrible mold lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the kit itself is, like, fine. Woo! Exactly.
Brick in the head. Howdy do.
Brick in the head.
How EOB at all.
Yeah.
Dandy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I had any problem with any of the Dominion. There's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of annoying. The Hobgrots are a little annoying.
I think with the Stormcast infantry, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could have built them without the instructions.
Oh yeah, that's how I felt about the Hobgrots.
Yeah.
Because you can make them in a few different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I know one famous YouTuber didn't read the instructions well enough. And
I know
you really have to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. But which I don't really know if that's a critique because it does come with good instructions.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I know back in the Dizzy, you could build kits without the instructions, like Orc Boys.
Mm-hmm.
You can just, okay, this is the leg, these are the arms. You know, you might get a left and a right confused for a second, but overall it's not a big deal. Whereas these, you gotta, J6 has got to go to J7.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and I feel like the instructions are not for kids.
No.
That's always what I was thinking.
I mean, they're not for
building
adults.
those.
I think the instructions are a little unclear. Although I posted about it on Facebook and everyone's like, nope, you're dumb. And I'm like, okay. I posted that about the Dominion instructions for the Necron Warriors. I'm like, does anyone else find these confusing? And everyone was like, nope. They're perfect. I'm like, all right, well.
Mm-hmm. Michael Spitz, I screwed up my Hobgrots because I was so excited. So I had to carve the armor off of 6 of them and transplant them while bleeding everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they're it's deceptively hard, I would say.
Matt Nichols, Matty Wales. Daniel Bear,
Agreed.
Currently rebasing my orange Space Marines from a muddy brown base to a gray Rebel base. Definitely helps them pop out better. Neat. Yeah, gray and orange looks really good. Don't call me Shirley. Don't forget, General Grievous was made from a spray bottle. Neat.
Mm.
Yassine Brown. Hello, hello. Brick in the head, I was looking up a comparison for matte varnish the other day, and a baby J from 2014 popped up. Yeah!
Yeah.
Don't even remember what video that could be, but yep.
You compared different varnishes. I think it was Testers
Oh,
versus
yeah.
Vallejo matte varnish.
But one was an airbrush and one wasn't an airbrush. Yeah.
Beloved video.
Tester's dull coat is good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I use that for most of my Necrons.
Mm-hmm. And they were so good, you repainted them.
Mm-hmm. Matt Nichols. I checked out the Age of Sigmar models after watching your video. The Bone Reapers are awesome. The Lega Calavalos model is the bomb diggity. The whole range rocks. Yeah, the Boner Boys.
Boner boys.
I love that they were able to get two skeleton armies in there. And they're different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one is very much a ghost army, and the other one's very much like a skeleton army.
Mm-hmm. They're very clever with their ghosts and goblins. Well, not goblins. Ghosts and spooky spirits.
Mm-hmm. Don't call me Shirley. Do you remember the voice line in the Battlefront 2 where the clones would make fun of Grievous? Yeah, when General Grievous would enter the battlefield, the clones would say, "Oh no, it's Master Malevolent! Oh, I mean General Grievous!"
Hilarious.
Picking ahead, Age of Sigmar models are beautiful. Death armies for life.
Yeah.
I am more of a heroes myself. Although I do like the Night Haunts.
I mean, I'm a little bit more of a destruction kind of guy, but...
You're all about them Ogre Maw tribes, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll be skipping those for a little bit.
What?
I mean, there's something to them.
Mm-hmm.
They look kind of fun, but I'm gonna wait. Michael Spitz. Nick, look at the huge Patreon audience on Discord. Oh yeah, I see it. One person.
Woo.
And I wonder who it could possibly be.
Mm-hmm. I'm using a combination of contrast Black Templar and Nuln Oil to properly paint the black parts of his clothing, and I find it really works well. They do a good job of the Nuln Oil does a good job of thinning the contrast Black Templar. I suppose I could also use a Lamian medium, but this works.
Yeah, Lamian mediums for losers.
Brigadier Nagash is the hero the realms deserve. Oh, Nagash.
Ethan Lewis, Zinch Demons all the way for Age of Sigmar. Love a good demon.
See, can I make my tea bag into the garbage can?
No.
I did.
Damn it.
10 points. 10 points to Hufflepuff, my house.
My house is Cheetos Puffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff. That's my house in Lord of the Rings. Ethan Lewis, Zinch Demons all the way for Age of Sigmar. Yeah, I forgot about Demons in Age of Sigmar.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking ahead, Nighthaunt is what got me into Age of Sigmar. I bought them for my D&D campaign and was like, if I'm gonna drop almost $1,000 on minis, I may as well learn the game behind it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Spitz, does Contrast have a longer drawing time? No, if anything, it has a shorter drying time than Washes. I find it dries quick. You gotta be ready for it.
Mm. Interesting.
And it probably has a little less water in it because there's more paint.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
I would like to try it. I forget what other company makes contrast paints, but I'd love to try them out if they're cheaper. Because I'm kind of enjoying the some contrast paintsy stuff. It's a fun tool in the toolbox. It's a fun cookie in the cookie jar.
Flimbo the Dude. Whoa, a new stream. But don't you put out 3 videos a week and stream every night? How?
Yeah.
I love that beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It's an adventure every time.
It is. All of those are an adventure every time.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make myself notes every day on like possible things. And then I do a really good job on like the first day, and then I don't jot anything down for the next 5 days. And then the night before, I'm furiously writing. I'll talk about this, and I'll talk about this. Oh, and I gotta get this video prepped.
And then there's just pee everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, that's unrelated, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about Depends earlier today.
Swordfish, I'm painting my friend's entire Death Guard army for him. Not looking forward to Mortarion. Get a can of gray spray paint and a can of green spray paints and just spatter all over it, and then done. And if you're really nice, throw a wash on top.
God, what was the diaper brand that I came up with? The name?
Depends.
No. I came up with the name of my own brand of diaper. I don't remember what it was. God, it wasn't Depends. Because because remember so you went to Jewel, and you were looking for diapers, and there was like a person modeling the diapers.
Yeah,
which is pretty odd. And I said, ugh, because you want it to be hidden. You don't want anyone to know.
Oh yeah.
No,
like our little secret, or no one will know.
Something like that. Because it's a little weird. Why would you want a model?
Yeah. Be like, this will hold a half liter of pee.
Yeah.
Secret safe with us.
Discreet diapers. That'd be pretty good. I don't know though. Your secret safe with me diapers.
Flimbo the Dude, Shatster's diapers. Some of the stealth mode diapers.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because you don't want anyone to know. That's the whole point. Like we don't need to know that you look good in them. I don't want it to ever get to that point.
Yeah. I know Arbiter Ian put out a great video today. One of my new favorite 40k channels. Unrelated to diapers. He's just a really, really good Warhammer channel. But he put out a video about the lore, and specifically about like changes to the lore. And he brought up a really good point that 40k is not really something that you're meant to find, like experience all there is, like experience the story and then be done with it. It's a setting for you to like live in. And so it's not that big a deal if things change or if things are not clear and there's not like a really strong narrative throughout. I'm like, yeah.
You know, that kind of sounds like something that a shill would say. Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Because, I mean, part of the whole point of the hobby in general is you put your own little juice into it. That's part of what makes it fun.
Little juice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but don't, like, you can't paint your orcs blue or something. That's just craziness.
Yeah, that'd be...
I mean, what clan is that even supposed to be?
Exactly. It'd be absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Crimson, totally not diapers, straight up. Exactly.
Daniel Bear, Valorac's Gravis model looked amazing. It did look amazing. I mean, it's a little cheaty, because metallic paints always look amazing on camera. Well, they always look amazing under good lighting. Because they're actually reflective. But it really did look cool. I think he had... Oh, God, I'm gonna space out on the name. It wasn't... Oh, God, what was the name of the paint studio they had? Broken Realm, Loot Studio. It wasn't either of those. But they did an adorable thing where they... he had the head magnetized so he could have the helmet or the bear head. And then they also threw in a Tau head, which was adorable. Because Valrak famously makes fun of the Tau. Can I call in tomorrow? Even if I have nothing to say. Especially if you have nothing to say.
Exactly. Yeah, folks. Tomorrow is a call-in stream where you can call in on our Patreon and chat with us. It's a 1-on-2 basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we double team it.
Oh yeah. We double team you. That's what happens.
Power Surge, I actually have a question. How many people would not even be into miniature painting if it were not for Warhammer 40k? Personally, without Warhammer, I would not have cared for miniature painting. D&D figures don't scratch it for me. That's true.
I would not have... I mean, I put together some models, but I wouldn't be into this without 40k.
Yeah, for me, for sure. Definitely not. Although, this is like the perfect hobby for me.
Exactly.
Daniel Bear, Siege Studios. Thank you. Yeah, Siege Studios painted a really cool model for Valrak. That I think he paid for. Like, they didn't do it for free. He paid what it cost. But I've always heard that they do good work, and every now and then they show off some of their models, and they do pretty cool stuff. Exactly.
Michael Spitz, has Lucky Bet ever done a call-in on Patreon or YouTube? Nope.
I mean, they've been on the show a bunch.
That's true. I mean, Lucky Bat is a busy bat. I mean, think about all the flapping you have to do to be a Lucky Bat.
Yeah. Breaking ahead, I got into painting for D&D, but wargaming definitely helped with motivation. There is a big push to complete lots of models. That said, I kind of missed putting a lot of time into single models. Yeah, I went through like a 8-year phase where I did nothing but infantry, and then finally, after, thousands of points of models, but like no HQs whatsoever, I finally started painting HQs, and I really, really got into pouring hours into single models and having them look amazing. Now I strike a balance between like painting infantry, or painting regular guys, and painting for like really high quality for my heroes. Lucky bat, flap flap. Akinwaki known as. I started mini painting with Reaper Bones. 40k was luxury to kids. Yeah, good old Reaper Bones. You can get a model for like 2-bit. 3-bit if it's a big one. Don't call me Shirley. If you paint a bunch of Fallout New Vegas models, would you make a display box like your Malifaux? Probably. I have a bunch. I have a suit of power armor. I have I painted on stream a Wasteland Adventurer and 2 dogs. That's all I've got. I've got Nuka-Cola Girl. I know they have since come out with some New Vegas stuff, and I probably should buy all of that because it is my favorite game in the world. And maybe the game's fun. Who knows? Modifius Games produces it. And I know I read on Amazon they have tons and tons of angry comments because their starter set has PVC figures that are apparently pretty bad. But everything else they produce is high quality resin. So like people bought like a bunch of resin expansions and then the core box, and then the core box just has these gummy, bendy models that do not look good.
Brody36, I don't know if you commented on this, but do you believe Games Workshop will strike battle reports and painting YouTube channels now that they're doing their own on Warhammer Plus?
I don't think so. I mean, they haven't even taken down fan animations. I mean,
that is true.
Alpha Booza just put out his new show, or his new episode, and it got like 170,000 views. Yesterday, I watched the great short movie called Centurion, which is wonderful. So it seems like business as usual. I mean, I guess to be fair and shilly to Games Workshop, the only thing that happened was they changed a sentence on their webpage.
Shill.
Yeah.
Why are you such a shill?
But no, I'm not particularly worried. Number one, I kind of doubt they could go after battle reports or painting. I mean, it's using the product as intended.
Yeah. I think that there's a difference when it becomes a product and you can buy it.
Yeah.
Versus you making up animations with their stuff. I think there's a little difference there.
Yeah. Also, I mean, they've sent out like review copies and codexes and stuff to people. So like that's facilitating people making these sorts of videos.
Very true. Yeah, you heard us, Games Workshop. Send us a box.
Picking ahead, I'm basically practicing my fire scheme on all of my infantry night hunts and then saving the big heroes for last. Already done my custom Morngull. Ooh, I love the Morngull. But other than that, all my other heroes are waiting. Neat. Don't call me Shirley. You can get a bunch of NCR Rangers on Amazon. I'm going right now.
End stream.
End stream. I need to make a purchase. Do I have the Amazon app? No, I'll have to use Google.
Michael Spitz, I was looking at the Cobalt Keep site, and in the display case photos, they had a backdrop like you made, so you're a shill and evil, therefore everyone dislike.
Yeah,
exactly.
Do it.
I mean, we'll shill for Cobalt Keep. Neat stuff. Promo code EOB10 on their website to get to get 10% off on their display cases.
NCR Ranger. Modifius Fallout Wasteland NCR Rangers. Yeah, the only thing is like 80% of these miniatures are based on Fallout 4, which is still cool, but I've never played Fallout 4. I do own it, but my computer can't run it. One day I'll play it, and I'll probably have a great time. But I'm a Fallout fanboy. Or New Vegas fanboy. And a Fallout fanboy. Joe Dragos. What should I paint next? Imperial Guard Infantry Squad plus Chimera, Grandmaster Portheos of the Disciples of Caliban, a Seraphon model, or a Battletech. I'm going to say Portheos of the Disciples of Caliban, because I don't even know what that is. I only want to watch it. Don't mean to be a shill, but I've been to the Reaper Bones store home office, and they're super nice. Gave me and my wife a factory tour just for fun. That is cool.
Wow.
I like Reaper, and their Bone series is really nice. I hypothesize that it seems like when a model gets old, they turn it to Reaper Bones, and then they start producing it in PVC. Because I know that there's been models that started out in their, casted and a little pricey in pewter, and then they moved to the PVC. And now I did a whole video. It's the Halloween Spooktacular, how to make a diorama with a whole bunch of Reaper miniatures. I think it was exclusively Reaper bottles. And
Yeah,
it turned out really, really well. Everyone should go watch that video.
Exactly. And it's in 2 parts.
But I would say search it now, click on it so that it's saved to your watch history, and then keep watching the stream. But in 3 hours when we wrap up, then go watch the video.
Or watch the stream and the video at the same time.
Yeah. At Quinoa Quinones, Games Workshop has demonetized fan animations, though. That happened post-IP change. Interesting. Is that... See, the tricky thing with this stuff is we don't have, reporters, because no one cares, because it's just toys. How do we find out stuff like this? So it's your video has been copyright claimed by this entity, Games Workshop Incorporated.
Yeah. I guess, demonetized could be Patreon.
It could be. I know there was the story of the
Magic Flute.
There was a story of somebody who made mods for Total War Warhammer, and they were asked to take Warhammer out of their Patreon. So instead of paying the Patreon for Total War Warhammer mods, you're paying for mods created by this person. Power Surge. Do video game channels get shut down for showing content that usually you would pay for? No, unless it's Mario. What's that company called? Nintendo. Apparently Nintendo is savage, and they'll take anything. If you show Mario, they will shut you down.
Yeah, they're silly.
In this mecha, I saw a neat concept for Tau with spears that seemed like a really good way to give them at least a little melee. If you're dead when the enemy comes within reach, then use weapons that don't let them. Matthew Nicholas, what do you guys think about the rumors that Games Workshop wants out of the tabletop business? Complete and total malarkey. I think they're expanding into other revenue sources, which they've always been doing. But yeah, no, clearly they want to continue making wargaming models. I think the channels that we all know what you're talking about, those channels are just being silly and clickbaity.
Yeah. If they wanted to move away from war games, they're not doing a very good job.
No.
Because they're putting out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, weekly contents. Yeah, I think that is total speculation, which is fair. I know the channels putting out that did not specify that it was speculation, but we know that those channels have no integrity, and we all know we don't have to name names, except on the Patreon only stream, which is happening in about 30 minutes.
Very, very true.
That's when the takes get salty.
That's true. That's when things get hot. Hot and heavy. And not only does it get hot and heavy, but you can actually call in to that stream too.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot more fun.
We
You
just
get to hang
chit-chat.
out with all of us. It's like hanging out at the hobby store.
It is.
It's very fun.
Brett S. Games Workshop isn't going to go after hobby or battle report channels. Games Workshop has been sending them product to use on their shows for years. Exactly.
Except
one
of the best. Yeah, one of the best YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Eons of Battle. Which is a little rude.
That is de facto permission. Exactly. Henry Satter. Fallout 76 is my favorite because I just find it more bright and fun versus gloomy and gray. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite is definitely New Vegas. I feel like I feel like Nevada or like the desert is a really, really, really nice backdrop for a Fallout game. And like cowboys and stuff like that is really fun. I mean, Boston, I guess, is interesting, but whatever. I've been to Boston. It's not that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure I will love Fallout 4. I think I bought it on like a Steam sale when it was like $3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I will own a computer that can run it, and it'll be glorious. But Apple actually called me up, and they're like, "Hey, so you can't play games anymore." And I was like, "Oh man."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "We know, but we hate you, so we're dropping 32-bit support."
Exactly.
And I'm like, "Well, I just won't update." And they're like, "Yeah, but you have to update for all your apps to keep working." And I'm like, "Damn it."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting because Windows 11 is supposed to drop 32-bit support, but 32-bit apps still work, apparently.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah. That's what I was reading, because people were pissed, and then apparently they'll still work somehow.
So they must have some sort of a support.
Yeah, but it's confusing that they say that or I think the operating system itself is no longer going to be 32-bit, so you can't run it on like a 32-bit computer, but it still supports 32-bit software. I think that's what the thing means, because people were screaming and peeing all over the place, like you do normally.
Interesting.
Yep.
Because I know there was one day I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and loving life, and then the next day I was no longer allowed to play Fallout New Vegas or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I was like, well, this sucks.
Exactly. Michael Spitz, Jay, Nick, Lucky Bat, favorite mini from Dominion? Probably was in the video, but after watching it 8 times, I can't again.
Probably either Yandrasta or the regular Spear Infantry. Those guys are fun. I want more of them.
I like the Merc Knob, the guy with the banner. I like him. He's pretty fun.
Don't call me Shirley. They're all Fallout New Vegas. Are you tweaking?
It's a little offensive.
I'm looking at them. There's definitely some New Vegas, but there's also definitely some. Well, maybe they are all New Vegas. The guns all match. And although what's fun is they painted the NCR Ranger. They didn't give him They gave him a jacket, not a trench coat like he has in New Vegas. That's, I think, what threw me off. He's wearing he's wearing a regular jacket with blue jeans, which is kind of a nice touch. And one of them has kind of a Boone hat, which is fun. But it's not Boone, because Boone wore a tank top. And he looks like he has the anti-material rifle. Yeah, these would slot right in. I think they have a proper NCR Ranger with the trench coat that's sold as a single model, and I really should try to pick up that one. Because that's classic. Vlasic, if you will.
Jurassic?
Matt Nichols, I saw 2 videos saying this. Well, yeah, but I mean, you could see 10 videos saying that. No one knows what they're talking about. We don't know what we're talking about. No one, as far as I know, no YouTubers have insider information.
That's true.
Nobody secretly works for Games Workshop. Nobody has a man on the inside. We might be slightly more in tune than the average Joe, although according to my comment section, I'm not.
Exactly. You don't know anything.
Nope.
Jeez, you should learn stuff because you don't know anything. Quick in the head, Jay is such a shill for EOB.
Yeah. Oh my god, you guys are typing so much. Michael Spitz, Jay, Nick, look at Matt. Oh wait, I already said that. Ominous Mecha, I'm thinking of converting a Space Marine Intercessor from the paint set into a Cadre Fireblade. Is that a Tau thing? I mean, that'd be kind of neat. Quinoa Quinones. It's fair speculation, but unlikely considering how stupidly profitable Games Workshop has been these past 5 years. Yeah, I think if anything, they're expanding, not moving. Like they're expanding into toys, and I mean they've always expanded into games.
They should only make video games.
Yeah. Brett, my kids watch Mario gameplay vids on YouTube all the time. Nintendo isn't that strict. No, but I know like the Red Letter Media guys, they try to review a couple of Nintendo games and like they got copyright strikes.
Those geese. I also wonder if, like, because when did those videos come out? Probably a while ago, right?
Yeah, probably like 2016, 17.
Because I don't hear about it too much anymore. I wonder if
maybe they've
changed.
Figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Brody36, your favorite lore channels. Baltimore's Guide to 40K is top tier, but then also his top tier is Luton09. I also enjoy a good Adeptus Ridiculous and Major Kill. Mr. Green, you think Eldar will get some love this year? I think so.
They get one new model.
Yeah, and it's just a generic HQ.
Sounds about right.
Ryan O'Doherty, do you think Necrons will get any love, like a book with rules for all destroyer cults and canoptic armies? I don't know. I know
No.
I'm a part of a bunch of Necron Facebook groups, and a lot of people are a little upset because we were one of the first codexes. And so now we're not that good. Although I want to say I saw that like the most recent numbers that came in from like a grand tournament was Necrons had like a 43% win-loss rate, which feels pretty darn close to 50, which is where it should be. So.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it should be 100% win rate. Power Surge, do you really get negative comments on your videos? I always feel like they're mostly positive.
They're
the bottle video.
vast majority are positive.
Yes. If you really want to find the negative comments, go to like 9 Hobby Tools, and then for the comments you can have it like search by like time rather than what it thinks you want to read. And that's how you can really see the mean comments.
Yeah.
Because usually the positive, nice ones, unless Jay gets stuff really wrong, those are at the top, always. There's never any mean comments. Sometimes this has happened, I think, a couple of times. It happened recently where someone will leave like a really mean comment, but then delete it.
Yeah, that does happen on occasion.
Which is pretty funny. Like they just have to get it out, and then they delete it.
Yeah, and then they feel like a little bad, and then they delete it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
They leave it up. I'll delete it.
Yeah, I think I've only in the history of Eon's Battle, I think I've only deleted 2 comments.
Yeah, I don't think I've deleted maybe the same amount.
Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley. I can't leave mean comments about Nick. He's too cute. That's what my mom says.
Brick in the head. Wrong, Jay. My dad works at Games Workshop. He's the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
Douglas Overbeck. Ever since I got a 3D printer, I've really had no interest in buying minis in general. Half of my Seraphon are printed at this point. Ooh, I know. Major Kill was talking the other day about he was sponsored by a company that made Seraphon models, and you could get them in normal or big boob, which he pointed out very specifically, which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue Part 2. Woo? Rogues Part Woo. Hello, I just subscribed. You guys are great. Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Joe Drake goes, Major Kill is annoying. Fair. I kind of dig it, though.
Megaspits, I make sure to leave a rude comment to make Jay and Nick cry and quit the channel. I make to do it twice now.
Yep.
Yep, and yeah, we cried today. It was very upsetting.
Mr. Green, I wish Games Workshop would release a set of stickers to update the codex changes. That would be hilarious. I remember back in the Dizzy, I actually really felt cool when I would get out the Sharpie pen and I would make the corrections to my 5th edition Necron Codex according to the website. But now that I have a lot of other stuff going on, like other games and not paying attention as much, it's just kind of a pain in the butt.
Yep. It would be nice to just know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should do a recall where you have to send in your book and then they update it and then send it back to you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to be fair, if you are playing with your friends on the weekends and stuff, it's not that big a deal if you're playing with the most up-to-date rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and most people are doing that.
Yeah, and vast majority of players, that's how they play.
Right. Power Surge, one day you should do a satire video with a ton of horrible takes that have obvious solutions. See what kind of responses you guys get.
Interesting.
We talk about that all the time.
We do.
Where it's like, okay, we have to get at least 3 things wrong so we can get a lot of comments on this video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like to just be wrong. I usually do enough research where I'm not just wrong, but I'm often partially wrong, as I later find out.
And if you're partially wrong, it means you're totally wrong
Yeah.
in the comment section. Brick in the head. Nick and Jay, know any neat smaller scale, as in 10mm, 15mm, 20mm war games?
No idea. I think a lot of the historicals are in smaller scales.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We did a little look at one-page rules since so many people mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day that'll be something.
I think it'd be more interesting maybe to look at Uncle Adam and oh god, I'm gonna forget the other person who contributed, but Reign in Hell, the skirmish narrative hell-based game that looks pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those guys play buttloads of games, so they probably know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Spitz, I use BattleScribe. I only use the codex for litanies, datasheets, and stratagems. I know Arbiter Ian, who I have to shout out at least twice per stream now, he put out a video talking about like his own rules for narrative play, and he said one easy way to do it is to just ignore stratagems and just do like basic stuff, and that's BattleScribe. I mean, BattleScribe is just the rules minus like stratagems and warlord traits. They might actually have warlord traits built in this BattleScribe. I don't remember. But, yeah. Mr. Green, yeah, you pay for a book and the next month it's out of date. I mean, to be a little fair, like a couple of sentences are out of date. But yeah, I mean, My Perfect World, it's an app. And it updates automatically, maybe quarterly it updates. And it's just correct. That would be great. And me subscribe to it. Like, I'm not gonna play 40K for the next 3 months, so I unsubscribe. But then I am gonna play 40K, so I resubscribe. That would be great.
Right. And I wonder. I mean, you could probably share that app with your friends.
Yeah.
So that also works.
Ominous Mecha, if you don't weather his boots, you're a hack, Jay. Yeah, I'm gonna weather the boots. Can't you tell?
You're still a hack in my mind, though.
There's three scout troopers on screen that I've painted. These are all miniatures.
Every time I think you pull up a picture, it should have a transparent background, so it just looks like it's floating there.
Mm-hmm. Don't comment, should put an Ewok getting run over. I should. I do want to. I want Nick to print me out a whole bunch of Ewoks, and then I'm gonna put them on the rebel bases. I think that'll be fun and silly.
Mm-hmm. It will be.
There is a shocking amount of love out there for aftermarket like 3D print Legion stuff, which is really cool.
So is it like free STLs? You have to buy the STLs?
I think some of them are free, some of them are buy, but they're pretty good. And some of the artists I've seen have done a really good job of like getting the same exact like quality of sculpt as the Legion, so they'll all look really good together. I mean, I'm a part of a bunch of Legion Facebook groups, and I see like every day someone's like, "Hey, this is a Darth Maul that I got off a Thingiverse, but I use the regular Darth Maul rules, but this model is just so sick." I'm like, that model is so sick.
Yeah.
Or I know there's the LAAT dropship that is blowing up right now. People love it, and there's STLs out there for stormtroopers rappelling out of ropes off the side.
Neat. Well, you give me those Ewok STLs, and I'm sure I can 3D print them in apricot, as they say. Jay knows what that means, but no one else does.
It's like a fruit.
Exactly.
No, I'm sure I've had an apricot. Is it like a peach?
I don't know. It's been a while. I think I've only had dried apricots. I think that's usually.
I've had them too. We're very cultured and worldly.
Exactly.
We don't know what an apricot is. Lucky Bat, what's an apricot?
Is it like a peach? It might as well be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have zero idea.
Do you like raisins?
I've had dry ones. I mean, if you dry it, it's like a raisin.
Yeah. I don't mind raisins when I'm eating them, but I never ever seek them out.
God. People that put raisins in cookies should.
Oh my! They should be burned at the stake.
That's just the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, I mean, you're not an American.
Yeah. Lucky Bat, like a peach, but not fuzzy.
Ah, okay. I was on the right track.
Mr. Green, so Jay, what have you found harder to paint? All the black from your 40K armies, or all the white on the troopers?
Definitely the black. I mean, I have 10,000 points of Black Templar Space Marines. Black is a pain in the pain in the butt because it's hard to get good contrast without making things too gray. White is a pain in the butt to paint, but it actually turns out really nice. Like, it looks really cool in person. Whatever else. Hello, I just won my first painting competition.
Wow.
Neat.
Nice. What'd you win? Like a handshake?
Alcoholic. I only like raisins and bran cereal. Dancing of Doom. Oatmeal raisin cookies are good as hell, and they are the only recipe raisin cookies y'all crazy. That's pretty good. Oatmeal raisin is pretty good, but like if you put raisins in like chocolate chip cookies, you're a monster.
Who are you? But see, here's the thing though. If you had oatmeal raisin cookies right next to chocolate chip cookies, which one are you gonna pick? I mean, come on. Yeah. What are we doing here?
You ever had chocolate chip cookies with walnuts? That's pretty good.
Yep. I don't know. I just like if it's chocolate chip, it's chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Don't put more.
That's true.
Don't put more sugar.
I'm down for that.
But yeah, it always gets a little dicey around Christmas time because people like to put stuff in things, and that's not good.
Lucky Bat. I love a craisin. Yeah.
You're crazy for craisins?
Daniel Bear, you guys keen for the Dune movies? I've seen the original Dune movie a long time ago, and it's a little bit of a trip. I haven't read the book yet, but I really want to because the new Dune movie looks amazing, and I really, really want to see it. I own Dune. I really should get a move on reading it. It looks right up my alley. I know a lot of the lore because I went on like a YouTube binge about it, so I know all about like the God King Leto and all of the Arrakis lore and stuff. But I just gotta go ahead and read it.
Whatever else? Custom decals and a trophy. Gonna make it into a terrain piece. And whatever else, one with that purple car with the underglow. I remember that. Was that the one that we put on EOB Complete? With the LED underneath?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty sweet.
BJ McMurray, raisins and chocolate chip cookies is evil sabotage.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, that reminds me. There's a car in my neighborhood that has lights underneath it. It's like rainbow lights. It's fun.
Your neighborhood has a really fun mix of people.
Does it?
I think so. I mean, I think in my neighborhood everyone's exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
But like you've got lifted cars with spoilers and nice lawns and weirdly unkempt lawns and
yeah, exactly. I thought you were like talking about the people that live here.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure it rubs off on the people.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say that's also true.
Yeah.
A lot of different people.
I saw Santa jogging once.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you live in a place where everyone looks the same, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where I feel like here it's a little bit more diverse, and that makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Although the weird thing about it is, like towards the front, it's like condos. Mm-hmm. So it's different people than people that live in houses.
Yeah.
But then the people in the houses treat things differently because the condos are treated by the community or whatever, by the, landscapers or whatever. But then everyone gets to individually control how they deal with their lawn and their house. It's very fun.
Now, one time I think I saw someone and then like they saw me and just sprinted away.
Yeah, there's it's very interesting. Let's just say that. There was these two little girls that had a lemonade stand, which is pretty funny, and they thought I was going because I back up into the driveway, and they thought I was gonna drive past. And so they like had the sign, they were waving at me, and then I just didn't even go near them.
Yep.
So they were like, "Oh," which is fun. I saw this guy with this like a tiny little motorcycle, like a big guy on a little motorcycle driving around the neighborhood. That was pretty fun.
God, yeah, it's a wacky world. The other day I was leaving my neighborhood and I saw a guy with just giant muscles on like a cool motorcycle, and I really wanted to roll down the window and be like, "Are you going to be in the new Expendables movie?" Like he looks like it was crazy. Mm-hmm. He might have beat me up though.
Yeah. Probably.
Mr. Green, how long have you been painting for? Yeah, whatever else. What's the dealio? This is like your 10th paint job, your 10,000th paint job? I'd like to do a competition one day, maybe. It's tricky. Like a real competition, I think I would get destroyed. But like maybe a local competition, I feel like I could clean up.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, like the local games workshop. I mean, we saw your work compared to other people's work.
Yeah,
pretty good. Not that the other ones were like horrible, but there's someone with some skill there.
I've been going hard in the paint. Where's my gray paint? Ah, it's right there.
Going hard in the gray paint. Should want to get that out there. That too. Another fun fact I want to get out there.
Mr. Green, I would love to see a video on you prepping and working towards an event. That would be, yeah, I've been thinking about a video like that. That would be cool.
Maybe we've got to look into some more events.
Yeah.
Speaking of events, our next painting challenge will also be revealed on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a fun one.
I think the best model I've ever painted was painted on stream. It is this Chaplain and Terminator armor.
Yeah.
I think I could probably even do better if I picked a model that like I knew I wouldn't have any struggles with. Like this model, I feel like I still struggled with like his shoulder pads.
Mm-hmm. What? That's kind of an interesting case that it's in.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that case
It's
from?
it's
What
from
is
a
it called?
company called Cobalt Keep. It is their figure display case. It beautifully holds a single model, all the way up to maybe a 50 millimeter base, depending on the height of the miniature. And it really does a wonderful job of displaying the models.
Wow. You know, I'm just looking at their website.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty reasonable prices, but I
Yeah,
wish
it
that
really
there was a
is.
code.
Well,
that just gave off like 10%.
mm-hmm. Well, you're in luck, because if you're looking to purchase some army display cases or figure display cases, you can shop with the code EOB10 to get 10% off your order. And if you order in the next 10 minutes, nothing will happen, but it'll be super cool.
Exactly. Brick in the head. Are EOB shelling? Yes.
I do really like the figure display cases, though.
Uh-huh.
I think my my Chaplain model is gonna stay in one because it's the best model I've ever painted.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have not varnished it. I don't know if I'm gonna. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Brick in the head. JK. I already bought a 4-pack and they're on the
way. Nice.
Yeah, they're nice cases. I know. My Gloomspike kits. I'm going to use the Cobalt Keep bases with them, so I can magnetize them all.
Mm.
Which would be pretty fun. I was trying to find the Battle Tome online for free for some reason, and couldn't find it without like. There was websites where you could like sign up for an account, and I'm not going to do that.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's never a good deal.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that one, but yeah, it's kind of weird. So if anyone knows anything about that, I mean, I guess I could Battlescribe. Do they have Battlescribe for fantasy?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I guess I could do that. I don't have the rules, though, so it doesn't help me. Dream Shards. Only EOB can plug cool items at random times that will make me purchase said item. And I don't really want to buy the new. I don't want to buy the one that's out because it'd be a little. Silly.
Yeah, of course. And you know what? We're gonna switch over in a few minutes to our Patreon only stream, and if you become a member of our Patreon, you get to call us up in Discord and chat with us all evening long while we paint and talk about our day and our lives and our projects. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing, but only for the Patreon supporters.
Exactly, and that's going to start soon.
Yeah,
actually, because we're going to switch over to that now, and we're going to take a little hiatus for a couple minutes while we switch over and take a piss, and we'll be on that stream soon.
Michael Spitz. Good night, non-patrons. Have fun missing out.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, and again tomorrow. Call-in stream.
Yeah.
One-on-one call-in stream. Well, 2-on-1, technically.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
All right, everybody. Please watch this week's videos. We had a video out today. We had a video out Wednesday. We had a video out Monday. Go watch them all.
Exactly.
Patrons, we'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
End.